So I think that I think Liquid just had a really good approach to this series. Yeah, it was close. It went to overtime. Absolutely, I think that FURIA there maybe, wanted to end the map a little bit quicker there on that fast CT takes that they were having. I am hoping now, swapping over to Overpass, which is obviously the map pick of Liquid, that we will be seeing them, take their pace a little bit more. Yeah, I'm down for the aggressive on the T side, but we have to have, that essential break on the C side as well, of, being honest with ourselves and saying, hey, these aggressive plays, they're not working. There's more ways than one to play CS, and the aggressiveness
and Hugo,
is
just as
one
you
of them
pick
right
this
now.
up, just to let people know, obviously on Overpass, they have played it, FURIA, at the this event, the RMR. They beat Evil Geniuses in overtime 22-20. Double overtime, I should say.
Yeah, well, we've already just had a double OT. I don't know if Liquid want this game to go on that long, though. They're looking for the 2-0. They've really been set up for it, thanks to that steal of FURIA's pick. So, yeah, let's find out. Let's see if they can do it. Right now, the pistol's looking as good as it can get. 5-on-3, the bomb down, and not giving much away to FURIA in the post plant.
There is like this this horrible world now where Liquid 2-0 this series. Don't get me wrong, that's not the horrible part. That's actually pretty cool. But like for FURIA, this is all, if that happens, this would always be remembered as like, there's the chance they had to just get right into the finals. They're looking really, really good on Nuke. They're opening up in a huge way. They've got that 13-4 scoreline. Then it slips into a double OT. Then they lose it. Then they get onto Overpass. And oh no, if only you'd seize the opportunity while you had it.
That being said, I've seen some incredible games on the CT side of Overpass for FURIA before. So once they have that money, it's going to be a very different looking team to the one we have in this round. Although I say that Junior starts strong with the scout. Just decking Fallen in middle. We've got that classic triple boost. FURIA, I feel, do this every game. And why not?
Yeah,
Rarely
absolutely,
checked.
right? Especially if we do have that scout. I think Junior has been pretty active on A Overpass. One of the maps that we have seen him, if at least for me, he has been very active. They leave him alone here a lot. So why not do this triple boost when it's pretty quiet up in A? This is a very dangerous round here as well for Liquid when we do think about the stack. Sure, if they go up Monster here, they get a quick kill on Yuri. Maybe it's an easy one, but Yuri has a FAMAS here as well. Let's not forget.
Oh, calling to deconstruct that triple boost as Elite jumps over Yuri. It's a hole-in-one here on this B-bomb site. Art's going to trade. He's dead as well. Bomb getting planted in the midst of the madness. And Liquid, while down a man, do have the better weaponry, albeit being Galil's. They need to close this round. They don't want to let FURIA pick up a force by win. And with no kit, well, it's not going to be an easy one for FURIA. They've got to move fast. Spotted in heaven. Stewie's not giving them the kill.
Yeah, it's kind of rough, man. You would love it if Liquid were being overzealous in these peaks, but they're not. They're playing it very, very safe just around this bomb. Taking it easy. The scout's going to land some damage onto Stewie, but that's really all it's able to get done in this round. Stewie even chases them down at the end. And Queserato just about staying alive. Stewie ain't so lucky, but hey, man, rounds are round. That's the old saying.
Yeah. Scream it from the rooftops. 14 left to go for Liquid. And that final lock-in, wouldn't that just be lovely? We've come a long way, guys. This 2-week-long event has flown by. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it's kind of sad that we're almost over.
Yeah, I think we've seen some surprising scorelines and surprising teams as well. Last thing we want is, quick 2-0s with 16-1, 16-3s because it's not competitive, but we haven't really had a lot of games like that. Even if certain games have gone 2-0, it's at least been somewhat competitive on the maps we've seen. But it's also quite nice to see, obviously, I think we had some storylines coming into the event with, you know, question marks on Liquid, with not having played an event for 5 weeks, a new coach at that as well. FURIA being a little bit quiet, start of 2021. Then you have EG obviously out already. Didn't see a lot from them.
Guys, this is a super touching Momo, but this little eco round that's just been like whizzing on in the background, yeah, it's not meant to look like this. It's currently a flawless round for FURIA, and there's 2 players surviving on the Liquid side. This is
dear.
a round that's hanging in the balance.
They're gonna win
and
it.
luckily enough, Stewie and Fallen are kind of smoothing things out. Everyone now a little tagged up, a little worse for wear, or very, very poorly armed. You're one or the other. A holy war here in this B bomb, or A bomb site rather. Flashed over the top. Stewie, there he is, leading this round. Back in favor of Liquid. Him and Fallen managed to get it over the line. And okay, now we're kind of back to where we want to be. That was, sorry for cutting you off for Flaren and Hugo, but
no, I mean, listen, I kind of knew
that
that was never going to, you know, be around for FURIA, so that's why I was kind of talking over it.
If you were as smart as Robin Harry, you would have understood that too, but, you know.
That's a good point.
You got to think about what's going on in the round as well, Harry. Don't just think about the numbers. We talked about this already.
But 2v5 really in any position is impressive for Liquid, so yeah, bit of a weird one, but you take that round. FURIA, here's the big buy, right? They've already shown us some really nice ecos. What will the guns do? I'll get spammed out at B by NAF. Meanwhile, Junior's got his in middle. Then he's picked up Artor for the monster position. Junior flashed off, still hits the shot to Fallen. Great timing on that kill. And he's still stuck in the toilets as well. He doesn't use that time to evade and get back to the A site. Instead, he does the opposite, calling for Keisarato to re-aggress as he waits in this smoke. This is common to see for Junior. Will Elige be ready for it? Even if he is, there's 2 players to deal with. Oh, the timing. Junior turns. Elige about to clear the angle, but Junior gets out scot-free. Now it's up to Stewie, looking to entry Keisarato. Shadow advantage, freebie for Keisarato, traded though, and they know Junior is still hanging around. Again, it's like the last round. Liquid are going to get up on the A site, they're going to get a plant for free, and it's all about that retake for FURIA. You've got to give it up. You don't have a choice. Molly's on both choke points, and Junior not given anything at long so far. He's going to use utility to get his teammate out the bank. There's a nice flash, and NAF is blind to it. Junior now moving in as well in tandem with his team. Elige is playing committed. He needs a quick kill, and he's got to continue to spray, but he wasn't getting chased yet by Yuri. He'll get there late with a pistol, leaving Grim with a plant for him. 1v2. It's on the right side of Dice. It's not a normal spot, but the spray is easy for Grim, and the orb has to hound him down. It does. FURIA find there first. No kit, but it should just come through here for Junior.
Oh, look at that, a timeout from Liquid.
Wow.
A sight we don't see all too often. And hey, not like they needed it on Nuke anyway. Getting the win there. See what they want to talk about. See what they have in store for us here. To round number 5. Start with that MP5 as well. He was down the connector a lot last game we saw him. Talked about the MP5 and where he would be good, and long distance down in connector maybe not the best, so maybe you just want to be playing that staircase area if you do end up going there. Yeah, he is in that connector. Yeah, it's super fast play here though from Liquid. Trying to catch FURIA a little bit off guard, just 2 flashbangs over. It's a fast B take, but Defense is definitely here for FURIA.
Oh. Oh, that's the kill. Fallen. Giving us the good stuff. 2 frags. Flips this round on its head from a 4-on-2 in favor of FURIA. Naf still needs to get that bomb. A smoke will help. Landing on default, Art executes Fallen with a couple of bullets. Naf going to grab the bomb while he still can. Although, no, he's not. He goes back to short. They're both CT. They could be out on this angle by now. Naf needs to be careful. Yoinks the bomb, walks away. Okay. Luckily, FURIA are very active. Look at how quickly Art has cleared the B bomb site and realized that this is all empty. He hears Naf running up. It's a fake. Art's fallen for a knife foul. That's a great bait by Naf. My goodness, 1v1. How has he done it? Flanking the monster with a re-smoke at B. Junior doesn't even know. It could be the double fake. It could be back to A. And Naf is going all the way around wide as he can get. This shot on both sides. Junior walking the smoke and Naf. Oh, he seems to know. He's hit the timing. He's hit the shot. 4-1. Did he see him right at the end?
I feel like that's so cocky, man. Like, yeah, when AWP run through the smoke there one-on-one, sure, maybe you want to try and be a little bit... I don't know. Obviously, again, it could go either way there, but I feel like you're kind of giving this to Naf a little bit. And what a round to win for Liquid as well. Had a low buy, going for a fast B take. FURIA obviously winning the previous round. Not what you wanted if you're them. Forced another save. K-Serrato buys fully. It's a bit of a wonky buy here actually from FURIA. It's supposed to be just be a half buy. We should be seeing a buy for next, but K-Serrato and Art would be sitting at SMGs as well. I guess we're used to seeing that, but not sure if again we saw another miscommunication buy here.
Art's just bought a gun for Vinny, right? It's one of those classic FURIA buys where one guy's just left with nothing. In this case, it's 2 guys.
Yeah, K-Serrato buys the Eagle Armor and then full nades as well for himself. That's why I'm like a little bit confused of maybe they were talking about buying, maybe one guy had another intent.
Yeah, might just also be the double eco where you're waiting for Junior to get the AWP in. He won't be able to get it next round without, you know, some heroics.
Sure, but why wouldn't you buy more than on the other members, right? So that's why it's a bit confusing still.
Well, regardless of what the intent was, the execution didn't go to plan. 2-on-5, and Liquid are already on A. They own the bomb site. They have players waiting outside of B to deny these exits. It's not even really worth hunting for Liquid, considering what FURIA have, but they might do it anyway. Just want to make sure you have a bit of a buddy system, right? You don't give away a gun. But this is a great T-side. 5-1 for Liquid. We've had guns for FURIA. It's not been a solution. We've got to wait a little bit longer before we have them again.
Yeah, and like you said, right, I feel like they are giving them even more of an in, because if FURIA buys next round, sure, you'll have 3 guys with weapons, but 2 that slow buy. I would like to see that double eco talked about, but...
But you know it's FURIA on the other side.
I think that you can go ahead with these buys. I mean, as I mentioned with FURIA on their CT side overpass, we do see this setup quite often with start 3 members at B. Junior gets left on A quite a lot, and then Art on a connector, but he's also very quick on rotates. Sometimes he does go over at B, right? We talked about that triple boost as well. Haven't seen that on a weapon round from FURIA yet.
And they buy.
Half buy though, half buy, so yeah.
Okay, nice, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's weird to me, in my opinion, because then you might as well have bought, you know, last round a little bit more, right, if you were going to do a half buy here. So I do think maybe it was a bit of a miscomm, and then free some rounds out. You obviously want to get out of spawn, get in position as fast as possible.
Double nades up on B as well. The molly ticks are once, and that's information for Liquid. They know to be careful in the connector. FURIA gambling towards B in this round. 3 players in the bomb site, hoping for a rush. Again, that setup that you're talking about with just Junior alone on A right now with a lot to do, considering Art is tucked in con. For all he knows, they could be walking past him in mid. Junior's just playing with the timings. He's hoping. Art getting flashed through connector. He's going to go up, but you always got to worry about getting walked on late. He has a deagle for this exact fight. Fought for the mid peak. Junior flashed off, not going to hit the shot this time around, calling for Keserato to rotate, so we have at least more defense on A now. He's got a bit of a window to reaggress. And as Art clears connector, Naf drops in late. There's no way Art's ready for a lug at this point in the round, surely, but he spots him. And so now they know that the shotgun is here. Furia in a bit of a rough spot right now. Liquid are just walking up long. There's no info. Junior's dropping B. Keserato's not convinced. And Liquid might just have the round in the palm of their hand.
Yeah, I mean, they're gambling for B here as well. Sure, if your Furia was to half buy, could be saving these armors. You have 2 buys essentially back to back. There's no kit either, so time is not in their favor.
Could not have gone better for Liquid, I don't think. I would say 10 alive, but Naf, he has other ideas in mind. Oh, I'll take that AK all day, every day. Grim wants to stop it. Oh, there's too many targets. He flicks back. Grim dies as well as Elige. There's so many weapons to be retrieved, but Sui's not letting that happen. I mean, everyone will die, but I don't think Fury are getting guns. Like, they just keep peeking. And so they're too far away as the round expires. That being said, lots of damage done to Liquid, but damage means nothing if you don't capitalize on it. And so now is that time. Furia have to put their mouth where their money is, finally getting a full buy, and another AWP on Junior.
Yeah, we'll see here. I worry a little bit from Furia just solely because we do tend to see very similar approach from Furia every round. Junior sold in mid, Art down in connector. I feel like if you're Liquid, you can make a read there. They're actually going fast monster play here. Ooh. Mini gets one, gets a headshot on Leash as well.
This could be something. Yeah, right. Lots of damage on the back of that Famous. Man advantage taken. The B play grinding to a very, very awkward halt here. It's a time for the rotations to come in. Ooh. Oh, yeah, there it is. I wonder when he was going to get some vision over this smoke. It is just fallen left, and while that first shot was nice, it was clean. There's just too many players in the site. He swung immediately after. All right, Furia. Go on, lad. You won't believe it. They've got a second.
Yeah, maybe Liquid expecting Furia to be fighting a little bit more from mid there, considering the pressure that they've had, but they stay strong into their setup. Have a lot of trust in Junior and Art here on that A-bomb site, especially Junior. Gotta give him that. Not about the kills all the time, it's also about, you know, having the map control and having good comms for your teammates. And for Junior, that he manages to hold the A-bomb site the way he does by himself is impressive. Allows Furia to be playing these 3B setups. Also allows Art to be a little bit flexible every round. Gives him more flexibility in choices and options. I don't think we touched upon that. Their last round where Liquid was just trying to run down and kill some Furia members. They're also very broke. Grim here with a Mac 10. No nades either. This is looking potentially like a Furia third round. Just like that. Back into this game. Liquid here not expecting to win the round anymore. 30 seconds left. Grim trying to fish for some information. He knows that there's some better weapons over at long, so looks to upgrade his Mac 10. Even gets an AWP to save.
Oh, it is a little scuffed how that one just kind of goes nowhere fast though, right? Falls apart on the back of trying to get Junior off of long. I do like the way that FURIA approached that. You know, it was like a wave of players funneled through toilets, and it meant that, oh, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Stewie. Thought he like hit that timing up through the toilets, and in reality, he was the one getting flanked. Then when the other player long, you know, has their attention pulled away, they're looking at toilets. That's when Junior re-swings, and at that point, man, the round was so dominant to begin for FURIA that there was nothing you could even do if you were Liquid. If you were going to have like a bit of a recovery, this is exactly what you would want, right? Like, you know, you've taken that B rush round, you put a stop to that. Oh, we got a 5-man boost being employed. Let's see.
Oh, it's super quick actually.
That was like a really quick
was...
boost, right? Normally you see teams kind of screwing about a bit or like messing it up, but everyone nailed it in like perfect sequence.
See why it's their map pick now, huh? Done their prep.
I practiced the boost. Yeah, even on FURIA's side, starting to get some more money in their bank as well. Liquid, 2 saved weapons, so they buy on it. Makes sense. Drops the AWP to Stewie. Oh! Junior spots him, but whips the shot, and Stewie's prepared for the second one. As I mentioned, when it comes to the duos, right? You get Junior, haven't really spotted Art. Maybe you think that he's in connector, but you're especially you at least know that he's around A somewhere. Nice. Oh, okay. Nice heads up play, I was gonna say, and that person does that.
Just bops him. Fallen runs into B at the end and kills Vinny. Everyone wins. Everyone gets a prize. Stuffed animal for the 5 of you. And they're stuffing FURIA full of bullets right now. That was pretty dirty from NAF, and another round for Liquid on this T side is getting a bit out of control. Double AWP for FURIA. Got to do something special here. Liquid, they dropped their double AWP right at the end. They only have Fallen now. Another one, perhaps. Oh, the 4th player fell. Yeah.
Full of mistakes down there, like.
I need some high heels or something.
Fallen in high heels. Now, there's something I would like to see. You know, we've had bad Fallen. We haven't had, I was going to say high Fallen, but that's not, that doesn't work like that. Healed Fallen. Stewie with the run boost. Woo! There it is. Little,
Stewie seems to be stuck in a black hole as well, based on the camera. Wonder what happened. It's not that dark in California.
Oh yeah, he's fully gone. Oh, Alicia's seen an elbow. Junior shot in the back of the head. He's got to be feeling like Eeyore right now, man. Just sad. Of course, Elige, big hole fan. You know, if you're burying Eeyore, you'd call that an arse hole. Oh, holding down the short side, baby. Let's get it. Orbs in hand. Dragon Lore. The Lore of the Dragon. Fire Breather. I'm glad that that round didn't go anywhere, because that was kind of cringe. Stewie with a little double opener on the short side. Yuri in the sight behind the dice box, but he's getting wrapped. They're already past him. NAF is already in this corner at the truck. They don't know. Fallen's dead at long. Stewie's dealt with Yuri. And it's only Vinny left. He rotated up through the bank. NAF should have heard this, so they should know where this guy resides. Vinny, there's the headshot connecting, and now just NAF left to find Vinny. So clinical in the 1v2. And I think, you know, Liquid, if you're Liquid there, you are kind of annoyed at yourselves for having that one, you know, go in favor of FURIA. It felt like with NAF's position, that should have been a locked-in round.
I mean, yeah, you would bank on NAF, wouldn't you, right? Like, he was insane on Nuke there. But Vinny, not letting it happen, winning a crucial must-win round for FURIA to actually salvage something in this CT side.
I'm glad that we're getting, you know, a good like showing out of Fury. We're having them come back to life. Because I tell you what, when this was 6-1 in favor of Liquid, there was a part of me that was worried that we were going to have like, you know, sleepy Furia show up like we did in that day one game versus Oplano. It's nice to see that they haven't been stifled too heavily by that nuke double overtime loss after being 13-4 up. These are all things that would be playing on your mind in a game like this. Grim, over at the short side, has brought it back into a 3-on-3, so maybe there's still a bit of a margin for error in this round. Stewie. Oh, that's the bomb as well. RIP. With that getting dropped, you know, the odds of doing much in this now hinges on a Liege with this fast play out long. Now, they don't know that he's here, and he has hit the most unreal timing. A Liege outbrains Junior, and now the A bomb site is wide open. Remember earlier on, by the way, when they retrieved that little M4 from the short side? Well, now that gets to play in the post plant as well. They rush down the bomb planter, but they haven't been able to get the kill. Grim will fall shortly thereafter, but here we go. This is Elise now with the AWP from Junior. Left to try and pull off a big boy clutch. Bomb is planted for toilets. This was all set up for Elise to be the man to walk it over the line. I think he just saw them trying to employ the boost there, so now he's watching for it. Don't go back up. You will not like it. Elise, the aim punch.
He stayed on
the fact that they kind of, you know, fluffed boosting up so many a time meant that he started to discount it as an option. Yeah.
Possibility,
opportunity. These are all things you get when you work under Hugo B. Byron Industries.
Yeah, told what you meant to say after you didn't say it.
I thought that was going to be a Elise clutch there, 1-on-2. He had a scoped weapon.
Yeah, not usually an AWPer.
Yeah, just more
Which
so
is weird, really.
as a weapon with a
when
hole,
you look
exactly,
at a
right?
scope. Yeah,
That's,
exactly.
That's why he's so proficient with the SG and AUG, you know? You'd think that he could be an AWP player as well.
What is so appealing about the scope, though, Richard? Is it the shape? Is it the size?
It's essentially two holes held together by a tube, isn't it?
Oh, double trouble.
Yeah.
And a tube is also like
just a stretched hole.
Cylindrical hole, yeah.
Just a stretched hole, Barry. Words.
Stretched hole, yes.
Words that are just deeply upsetting to say out loud. Nonetheless true.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I couldn't think of a better way of explaining what a tube is to someone. You just say, like, stretched hole. Look at this, Junior. Oh, he's stretching holes tonight down on the short side. Wide open. Just Nafly. Naf, you might be nice and feeling it right now. But, ooh, stretchy wetchy Junior. 6 on the board for Furia. And he's the one poking holes in the Liquid offense now.
And that's a change as well for Furia. Lovely defensive setup there. Liquid has been taking a lot of map control for free, not necessarily for free, it's been fought for, but this setup, not something Liquid has been used to seeing so far this half. So yeah, we do see the comeback, obviously looking up top ahead, right? Like this is very much what Hugo was referencing in the pre-show of, you know, good starts and then tends to quiet down a little bit the later stages of the half. That's the one thing that you could say about maybe Liquid have been a little bit bad with adapting once it has started to go less in their favor.
Lineups.
Oh.
Styling for a second at least. Stewie's got an AWP now. If there were any man for the job, he's seen the con player. Bye-bye. Surely you don't check this with the AWP. Case Rata doesn't wait anyway. And this is it. I mean, even if you lose this round, Liquid, you still had a very good half. You're still going to be happy with your T side, but could have been better and can still be a 1-half. Let's see if they can do it with the final buy.
Yeah, I think the thing you have to worry about is with this Liquid side, whenever they lose a half or start losing from a commanding position, I still have grave concerns about the team's kind of mentality. And it does sound like there's too many cooks in the kitchen over in Team Liquid, right? You know, they can't even agree on who's the most suitable IGL. And so, and we all know some people are just going to have input anyway because they're amazing players. So, yeah, I always worry about them when they get in positions like this.
Oh. Bit scary. Junior styling in middle with a double. Keserato's push monster. Oh boy. Vinny's going all the way round. Meanwhile, Keserato's just trying to kill Naf. Will he check the corner though? It looks clear to him. Grim.
This is so weird because of this position.
Easy peasy, but he might be dead to Naf now.
Naf with the classic, you know, sloth-like reaction speed to the threat. Kills come in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the bomb's lost.
And Keserato's run for it.
Naf's now thinking like, hey, wait, they have way more than I thought they did. Now he's having to go back, right? He's slowly, Sloth, pretty slow, but also when they're feeling it, pretty feisty as it turns out.
Yeah.
So let's see, right? Back here into T-spawn. Unusual territory for these gunfights. Oh. Yeah, that's a bit of a Keith Momo there to round out the half for 8-7. It's actually Furia leading the way. Now, are we going to have a repeat of Nuke where the Liquid boys try to fight their way back in? Or this time, can Furia get it over the line? You're going to have to join us in just a moment, in about 3 moments, actually. So stick around.
Well, this enticing battle between Furia and Liquid is far from over on Overpass. Let's see how it pans out.
Yeah, Liege taking some pot shots mid. Backing up eventually. Sees Furia get out, and Jonathan wants nothing to do with that. See, I can call it Liege Jonathan, because, you know, we're Steam friends, so y'all don't get it.
Are you actually Steam friends?
Of course not. No, he's got way better taste.
Well, that's sad. Yeah, I don't really know how to recover us from that one.
No, it's the ping problem. Obviously, that's the only reason. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm sure.
Well, Elise is looking to ping some heads off.
Thank you, Richard.
With his USP, Hugo.
Oh, and it is. It is him taking heads off. This guy, his USP, with its unique selling point in this instance, is that he's cracked.
I was gonna say the silencer he uses as well is a long hole, right?
Yeah. It is a long hole. Liege.
I mean, I worry here a little bit from Liquid, just solely because of the Furia potential comeback. We'll see if they. Oh my God, I say that. Maybe I am about to cast a curse. This the pistol.
The Grim Reaper's got his side on standby. We've seen him make so many clutches in this tournament. Needs to come up clutch here. And looks like he's going to be going a bank. The bomb is going to go down for Furia. And now it's all Grim to do. He's going to get a look at 1, look at 2. Isn't going to connect with any of the shots. He's dancing. He's jumping. He's slipping. He's sliding. Oh. He's dead. He's dead.
That was getting close there, but as I was saying, just solely because of the comeback there in the first half from Furia. Dominant, we see it here as well. Top of the screen. Liquid, fantastic start of that T side, and then Furia kind of gets their weapons up and running and close off the half, and they even win it, right? 8-7. Now we swap Furia T-side pistol as well. And they have been games this event. I'll say that you know, we haven't really seen Liquid adapt fast enough. Hoping that this one might be not one of them. At least make Overpass competitive. It is a buy. 2 scouts on Stu and a leash. It's very spread out though. For the people that's been tuning in the past 2 weeks, you will know that I'm not a fan of this in general. It's one thing if you have double scouts, I mean that's totally fine, you can do a 3-2 setup, but like you want to at least set up these pistols so they do get the, you know, close distance, you get the 1 shot on the scout, just 1 bullet left on the deagle to try and kill 1 off. But instead we have double scouts set up here on A. They do end up executing on this bomb site. We are looking for Leash and Stewie to do quite a bit of damage. Would have liked to see a pistol kind of help them out here a little bit close quarters.
Oh,
Need more
so
of that.
close,
Yep.
but...
And here we go.
Oh, through the smoke. And oof, with 1 scout down, the other smoked off. It might be a save. That kill may entice Liquid, but looking at it, they've already run away. They're going to repeat this force buy in the follow-up. And to do that, they've got to get away with the guns, so... Set up together. If any AKs come scavenging, you get some upgrades, but really for Furia, it's a 10-round half right now. They're into double digits first. A methodical T-side round, and Furia looking to take us to Inferno, and really anyone's guess where that game goes, right? Both great Inferno teams. We've seen Liquid, you know, with improvements on that map throughout this RMR already. But Furia, that's always home ground, so this is the harder of 2 maps, you'd think, and right now they're winning it.
Yeah, and imagine a setup there for Liquid if we had pistols by bathroom, right? You had the scouts then helping out. That would have been super dangerous. But Furia does a really good job here as well on the anti-eco to take their time, the right guess as well, and getting the close quarters fights, not allowing these scouts to be doing a whole lot.
Right then, Vinny. Oh, might be blinded. Still good for the kill. And really, you know, you were kind of hoping that was going to find you something there if you're Liquid. I think it was one of the Deegs up close on the short side. I think that's why Fallen's here. He's trying to retrieve it. There it is. There it is. Nice, nice Fallen. Now that he's got his hands on the Deagle, what can he do?
Whose sight?
Well, right now, no one's sight. It's hanging in the balance.
That's gonna get a peek it. There it is.
Nice, nice. But that's the end of the line. Fallen with this retrieved Deeg. Oh! Oh, movement, baby. Down into the pit, still alive. Still going. Little jump, little maneuver. Oh, ready for the peek up on top. Oh. That is a damn good try out of Fallen. I said to you guys, right, something that's been like a real anomaly with Fallen is like his one-tapping is looking crisper than ever. Do you remember? Oh, Hugo, when was it?
I was there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
There was that. There was just countless
Yeah.
tap clutches.
I think was it Kato?
Yeah, I think it was.
Is that what we call Katowice these days? Is it in talent circles? I've been out of the game, haven't I? So I've lost all of that knowledge, you know, that I've
the slang.
So yeah,
this is some, you know, Cologne is Cole.
Yeah.
We just take the second half of the word and just remove it.
Right. Well, if I ever get hired for another event, I'll be sure to factor that. What would
there
this
are
one be?
some. I'm sure you covered a lot of the old events on your YouTube, Richard. But there are some funny stories from these majors that we've all attended.
The esports book I'm going to write.
Ooh.
There's going to be 2.
What's the difference between the 2?
One's fiction, one's non-fiction, and he never tells you which is which.
The fiction, no one would know. It would be impossible to tell. That would be it. Well, it'd be like that. Well. And then Hugo arrived on the yacht. So that would be the fiction
well,
one.
it's
I'd
true.
throw that I'd throw that chapter in. But yeah, no, I want to do one. Obviously, that's just like a more general history, but like told from the perspective of someone who worked in it, and then do one specifically about the grimy
shit.
The griminess of like trying to carve out a career, in it, and all the
I think it's
madness. Cool. Yeah, there's probably a market for it now.
No, I would read that. I can't wait. I'll pre-order it. I'll sell it on the street for you, Richard. Right now,
thanks, mate. Like the big issue, perfect. Always what I'd hoped for. Always what I'd hoped. When I became a writer, I was like, maybe one day, people who are really struggling will sell my work for £1 that they then don't even get to keep and have to reinvest into buying more magazines.
That used to be the going rate of the big issue.
I mean, I'm probably showing my age, right? But what was it now? Like compound inflation kicked in. How much is Boris Johnson making me pay for an issue, a big issue these days? What's
the big issue when Richard's hungry?
Literally, yeah. That's where my esports career ends. It's the big issue when Richard is hungry and unwashed and
on the street.
And sleeping on those spikes they put outside of Selfridges. Brilliant. Yep. Something to look forward to.
Oh, man. Look at this. I love Fallen. He looks just so aggressive all the time at the minute. Well, not like physically, in the server. I probably wouldn't love him that much.
You in the hotel lobbies.
He's always like whipping a liege and hitting him with belts and stuff. And I love him for it.
A window into northern parenting there that not many people want.
Where's this going for Furia? Looking like a B take. Clearing con late. Liquid have already up and left here. They've got back to that A site nice and safe. 3 players though. Leaves B as an option. Although with Naf jumping from heaven, he can see that door get opened as well. The info's there for Liquid. They've just got to put a stop to it when it comes in. Furia taking their time, but they changed their mind, leaving B now with 40 seconds to go. Meanwhile, Elige thinks it's a lower take, so do his team, and so he's re-aggressing, but he might have a backstab here. You got to worry about that late mid player that could be Elige's comeuppance. Plus Connector, he hears it, he goes past it. Oh, Elige, the timing, he can't pick a target, and he gets one at least, but it could have been so much more. It could have been the round, and now instead 20 seconds, Furia have to go.
Yeah, they gotta go. They gotta go. Boys, that's it. Come on, the timer. Time is ticking away. They get up into the site. Fallen here on this AWP. Oh, if he wasn't mollied, he would have been attempting this wall bang. He could have tried to deny that bomb plant instead. Oh, he'll boost up and still deal with the plant. A Yuri removed from the round. Bombs planted for toilets.
No way.
Art's flank is read by Naf. Junior is dead back in Divider. And so it's Vinny all alone. They know where he is. They've got him trapped. He's trying to bait Pete's out. Vinny, big Vinny. And he's just not giving anything over to this AWP. He's keeping Fallen at bay. Finally, it takes Stewie 2K to arrive on the scene and deal with that problem. Wow. It's a damn good try from Vinny. But it is 9 on the board for Team Liquid. I don't know. I thought that was going to be a vintage Vinny Power Gaming Glove moment.
Would have been one of the best clutches we'd have seen if he got that 3rd kill, because I don't think there would have been time. But, you know, when you see a play like that, if you're watching at home, maybe you might want to type NT in the chat. Stands for nice try. I'm told with real authority that the players actually get the chat logs after the game. You know, it does warm their hearts when they see a wall of NTs.
Yeah, I can second that. Means a lot from what the fans say, especially when you tell the players to fuck off because they're terrible. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, especially when it's the same names, right?
Absolutely.
You are a bot, and then NT.
The more you type it, the more it will come true, you know? That's how it works. Your opinion matters.
No. Don't teach him that, Robin. That's the biggest mistake of all. B rush for Furia. 4 on 3. And they're getting churned up right now. The pistols, actually a couple of kills out of nowhere. Don't arm these guys. They can get dangerous very quick. Elite trying to finish the job, and he does, pushing back in with a couple more kills. It's a liquid round.
Yeah,
Breaking Furious money.
It's still looking pretty similar to the Nuke series we saw. It's liquid rounds, but it's very close rounds at that. So for Furia here, you're still hoping, you know, we just need the one round. Let's reset their money here. We're back in this. It's not over yet. Talking about Furia has definitely been much more active with these timeouts, using them a lot more frequent. We'll see. They're close. Even they hit the previous round was a close affair.
And you know, it's a little unrelated, I guess, but you know, good time to mention it. You know, I like, so whenever we get like NAF and stuff, like NAF is a real good one. He's looking good, but like you can tell, you know, he's got like, he's had the quarantine hair growth come in. He's had it trimmed up a bit to like neaten it. But, you know, he's
still waiting for that.
Well,
yeah, is that how it works? Is
maybe a couple more pandemics time, and then we'll be you know, when the next one rolls around, we'll be ready. Man, it's kind of thrown me. I was going to say the Furia, man, they look so fresh. I don't know how they're managing it. Everyone's got fresh cuts, fresh fades, you name it, man. Even the beard on Art is all nice and trim. Same for Yuri. Love that. So, man advantage taken in this round. I know, man, no one ever pays attention to this stuff.
Are there any Counter-Strike players you don't love, Harry? I feel like you love them all.
There's a couple. I'm not going to single out the ones I don't love, though. That's not...
Sure.
There's a few names that spring to mind.
Yeah?
Sheesh. Look at this. Naf back at the B-bomb site. He is someone I love. He's back here holding on. He's still standing.
After all this time.
Oh, Junior. Oh, the timing. Oh, the timing. Junior. The timing on that. Couldn't make it up. He was holding on to heaven, waiting for a peek. Now instead, they try to just wide swing out with the bomb, and in doing so, it's lost. But couple of kills for Junior and K Serato. All right, gents. Getting a little more excited now. 30 seconds. They've still got time. It is their friend, K Serato, trying to hold on to this CT push. And with the flashes raining over, not only has he dodged them, but now he knows Fallen is connector. He watched the flashes fly through the air. It's no secret anymore. And Fallen is just saving. That is like a 2-on-4 out of these guys, right? They're not able to get the bomb across. At that point, that should have really been the round, just completely screwed. It gets lost in the open. You don't have utility to cover off these angles. But it's just the great, like, heroics of Junior and K Serato playing off of one another that managed to get it over the line. So Furia, they keep this lead up.
Say
banging
WP.
round.
Yeah, and look at this, right? Sure, 3 rounds for Liquid prior to this, but it's been close. Fallen doing a good job with saving the AWP, but...
Yeah, we're about to get daylight, I think, because obviously the only gun that's going to be in play is going to be that AWP that Fallen saved. So, have to be a hell of a round here.
And as we mentioned, the loss bonus as well, right? Not in favor of Liquid, just because of the fact that they managed to string 3 rounds together. The loss bonus is not great. So when we talk about potentially rebuying and, you know, having a half buy and rebuying again, Liquid, they're not quite there yet. Oh, the triple boost.
Oh no.
Unfortunate.
How is K Serato holding that? Another try. And it's better this time around, Liege. Oh, he gets a double, drops the bomb. How? What? I thought he was dead after one. This is so weird. Liquid is still fighting for B right now, and they might fight well. K Serato put down to 1. They can't finish him. 2 on 3. Bomb still controlled by Liquid. Liege being flanked. Boxed in right now by Yuri. Fallen dead at the B site as well with that orb. Leaves the Liege with it all to do. If he gives up the bomb, he has to anticipate where they're going to take it, which way they will go. Down connector, 2 players right in front of him. K-Serato low, Elige with the one shot. No! K-Serato's quicker on the AWP, and he finishes off the round. I don't know how that's not a killer for Elige. Couple of shots miss in that round for Liquid, whereas if they don't, that's their eco win. That's, you know, Liquid in control, resetting Furia, but instead, you mentioned it, Robin, 3 rounds in a row means nothing for Liquid when they come down to 1 or 2 players surviving.
Yeah, it's a frustrating situation to be in there as well for Elige, right? Because he gets the 2 bombs down, but at the same time, Furia is hitting this B bomb site and Liquid players are there. So yeah, you're like, oh, why didn't you just back up? You know, they had the bomb. They didn't really have that the positioning to really be backing up. The only one that could have actually done it was Fallen at the end there, but he goes down. Sure, close round, but I think Furia does a good job here and not getting stressed over the fact the bomb is dropped, so they still keep on the B bombs that execute essentially.
And just as we go into this round, also something that you might want to do if you're watching at home, if someone does survive on 1 HP, why not type the number 1 in chat to draw attention to the fact that they literally lost as much health as they possibly could without dying? Always popular.
I did see
It's
that
like,
the NTs came in there. I think that involving Chad a little bit more seemed to like that.
Yeah, I think that's, you know, listen, we've had a lot of feedback about the cast, and I think the thing that we're not doing enough of is involving the chat more, and perhaps we can. I think we can perhaps elevate that. We can make them lift their game. I think actually.
If you actually want to, I'm a big fan of chat interaction.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah, let's get some chat questions.
We
good or bad.
I actually do really like a good chat interaction. Maybe you're coordinating, you know.
Plus, some people are actually like real quite funny. You know, like occasionally you get them. Yeah. The ones that really, you know, give you a rip-roaring laugh.
So we're going to give out Harry's phone number, and you can ring in to Summit and say hi.
It's O and then 9 7s.
Yep.
And then 2. No, don't put a number in. There we go. Grim holding on. Oh, there's a man in the corner, a levitating man. Stewie, the magician. Oh! There he is. Magic. Oh! He's done a lot of damage. He's won the round.
Like that.
Cloud9 won the major.
Get with the times.
Yeah, that was like
when you do watch that live, maybe you might want to type Pog in chat.
Also,
he's a snake now.
Here's another thing that makes Stewie very irreplaceable on this Liquid roster. When they replaced Twist, which was the other vocal person on this team, he was very hyped, right? He kept the team, you know, spirits up. Stewie is the only one on this team that does that nowadays. We actively see him when there's rounds that they win. He's the vocal one. He's shouting, even on the cameras you can see it. Everyone else on Liquid, they do tend to be a little bit more quiet, right? So it's super important to have a player like that. To give you an example, Dignitas, obviously Freiburg, right? Always been the vocal one. Can't just have 5 players without having someone that's a little bit more hyped than others, hyping the other stuff as well, especially when things are going poorly.
Ooh, ooh. There it is. There it is. Big fall. Now there's another guy, not that guy. There was another in the playground, but he did deal with the ramp player. Still, that's an AWP. That's an AWP in Yuri's hands. Elige is trying to get it out of those hands. Yuri does have big old hands. Oh, it's a shame, man. If only Vinny's hands were a little larger, they might have absorbed that shot just like Sage did in that Valorant clip that's trending. Oh, Yuri. Now alone. AWP, blessed by Fallen. Will it be a curse? Yuri, the Cyclops. One eye.
Happens to the best of us.
Shake that
It's
one off.
not just you.
Doesn't really.
Blame the server. Might be lag.
Best.
At least we have a competitive map 2 here on our hands. We mentioned it was looking pretty dangerous for Liquid with the way that their economy was running, but You get another win here, and they seem to at least be better here on weapon rounds. Liquid doing a pretty good job in stringing rounds together. Not really been that screwed on the money situation either. One flashbang here from FURIA, hoping to maybe catch Liquid off guard. Bonus would be getting the bomb plant down, but not looking like it's gonna happen.
Okay, right. 5 alive as well. That's a big detail for Liquid, keeping everyone intact after they deal with that low round for FURIA. Means Liquid have something to fall back on. Lee just chilling right now, big chilling. Because vibes are good in the Liquid camp. A bit of a comeback as FURIA did initially have the lead at the end of the half. Liquid with a second wind, looking for a 2-0. More than doable. Dodging Inferno. And making FURIA go back down to that lower bracket, right? Face up against the winner of Extreme Imo Plano.
And I do believe the mods are asleep, so I think now would be the time to spam numbers just at random. What's the biggest number you know? Because there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'd be impressed if someone knows a big one.
Oh, here's one apparently for Harry and Hugo. If you remember the Hovnival, he's saying that sharks don't have arms to hold the AWP. It's a fun
Sharks
fact.
don't have arms. I do remember this. Yeah, I remember Hornival. I think his name means like poo beetle or something like that.
Something. Yeah, you probably shouldn't say his name, but I know who we're talking about.
Oh
Cool
no,
down.
we're saying the
Horny
names.
Val.
We're saying the names. If there's a question in the chat, we gotta shout them out. You know.
All right, fine, yeah. Well,
We had a bit of a tech, but I'd say not to jinx it, but yeah, it seemed to be relatively short. We're back at it already, round 27. AK buy for FURIA, no AWP, and lack of utility also. So I was gonna say it needs to be a pretty quick round at that, and it's a old face setup here for Liquid. Only one player over at the B bomb site. They have plenty of money though to be going for this.
it's done.
Not sure
Saves.
about that. Yep, not sure about that anymore. With Grim going down.
Wow, wow, wow. See, that kill could tempt you, but I think it's...
Oh, now it tempts you,
now
absolutely.
you're tempted.
Now.
You really are.
Now they're going.
Sniffing it.
They're all
take.
foaming, they're foamy, they're happy, they want to go for it. 3-on-3, let's give it a go. Liquid, you weren't going to. They do lose the first man, and suddenly all that temptation. Like, temptation is the bane of us all. Maybe not Richard, but the rest of us. Falling prey to it. And that will be FURIA.
Oh, I'm human
Snatching
too,
the
Harry.
lead
I get tempted
Yeah?
Do you give
Yeah.
in to the temptations, Richard?
often. Yeah,
You are human after all, then.
yeah. I think in general, actually, as I've got older, I just don't even bother with self-control. Seems like a waste of time. Like, no joke. Like, why would I bother now? Made more sense to do it back then when I could have done something better. But now that I'm here and I'm only getting older, well, why would I rein myself in now?
Self-preservation? Pff, don't be silly.
You know when like you see old people like on a subway and they're just in their pajamas, and I don't mean the subway, the sandwich shop. I mean like an underground train, or they're just going down to the shops and they're just in their pajamas and they just don't care.
Yeah,
And they're
I
just
can't wait
they're
for
just
that.
belligerent and they just push past everyone. I admire that. I think that's brilliant. They've earned the right to that. So yeah, I do get tempted, incredibly tempted.
I really want one of those mobility scooters, man.
You can buy them.
But I want to
Stop it.
soup it up so I can go real fast.
On a long enough time scale, brother, your wish will be granted. I am. Just
buy a
hang in there
motorbike,
would be my
Harry.
advice. Just hang
Just
in
hang
there.
in there.
Yeah.
It's like, get the little like cat hanging on, emotional
Oh,
picture,
no.
falling dead in mid. Oh, but a little boost down on the B site keeps it in the advantage of Liquid. Stewie, deciding that big plays must be made. Damn, bro, that's a sick fade, but he's dead on the short side. It's Art handing out haircuts now. The rest of Furia coming up on towards the A site, and with a leash, swinging a leash. It's giving them a way in, the invitation. He's rolled out the red carpet. And here come the Furia boys.
Yeah, look at Vinny, he's already on the truck, they're not ready for this. Oh, it's a whiff spray, but he recovers and leaves Grim in the hot seat. And, well, too hot to handle.
Grim's going to get on his mobility scooter and just wheel his way out of there to save that M4. They're pretty good now, because I used to live in America, and obviously Americans just get them because, you know, it's the joints to move, doesn't it? So whether, I mean, put it this way, I actually went to a Walmart. This was in Georgia, I think.
Poor you.
And no, I'm a Walmart person. I love Walmart. Never going to say anything bad about Walmart. But anyway, yeah, I went down to one in Georgia, and they actually had mobility scooters you could just take, like outside, like next to the trolleys. Yeah, you want a mobility scooter? Go on then. And so people were just, there was loads of them. It was like Dodgems. With just really big people, yeah.
Just for shopping, right? Like they weren't selling them. They're like, yeah, use them while you shop, but then return them.
Use them, you borrow them,
yeah. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is obviously that they're getting good now. They're getting like cloaking and stealth technology. You can barely hear them. You know what I mean? It's not like the old days, Harry.
Yeah. I like
some
the
of the
old
factor
days.
in the future casts, maybe.
No, yeah.
Make the noise accurate. That would be nice.
Oh, they're back, they're over in party. He knows all about them. No, he needs to try and get out, but they are already pouring over the threshold. He fights them with the USP, and he lives, burning out Yuri in the Molotov. No way. How's he managed to get out of there? Is that enough to keep it going for Liquid, or is this where Furia are able to regroup, reconcentrate their efforts into a B hit, right? We're looking at this now. There is only one man in this B bomb site. Stewie is supporting from heaven, but currently, in terms of players actually in the site, Grim is alone. There's the swing, and Grim might have just saved the round after all. Only one man. And he's gone above and beyond. Junior is left to run away. That's huge from Grim. With the Famous as well, the little Famous that could. And so maybe this is another overtime affair. Once more, with Furia being the team on 15, it's gone the full 30. Are we going to have this redemption arc storyline of Liquid going from the team that could choke seemingly any game to now 2 consecutive comebacks into overtime?
Anything is possible. So what type of modifications would you make Team Mobility Scooter, Harry?
Oh, dude, I have so many ideas. Firstly, needs to be faster. That's obvious, right?
Nitrous, I like it.
I want to, yeah, nitrous. Some for me, some for the mobility scooter, right?
Of course.
That's a real double-edged sword. Then I would put some kind of plow on the front, right? To get through snow, but also...
And crowds.
Yeah, and crowds of people. If it does end up in like a Dodgems environment, I am wrecking the other folks, let me tell you.
Of course, yep.
On top of that, I think some like neon lights on the bottom, some hydraulics. Jeez, it'll be cool.
Well, Harry, I hope you get your dream of having your mobility severely restricted in your later life, so you can make this come
we had
true.
a very important question here, but I think that we already know the answer to this from J-Span. Hey casters, long-time viewer, first-time chatter. Can you tell me if Elise prefers donuts because they have holes or donut holes themselves? And I feel like the answer is pretty simple, the donuts, right?
Yes. He doesn't eat the jelly ones, though. No hole in that. Yeah, just jelly instead.
And he's not a jelly man. He's a whole man. And look at this. Oh, it might be a whole round locked in, out through the short. They delete Yuri as he tries to make the aggressive charge. Oh, it's all on Junior again. We might be getting an overtime after all. This surely isn't happening. As good as Junior is, 1v5.
Yeah, FURIA trying to throw a bit of a curveball there for the last round. Not gonna work out for him. Who would have thought? It was looking like FURIA would be closing off this map too, but Liquid, we talk about it a lot, we give them a lot of flack, choke and whatnot, but they do a really good job here in staying alive in map 2, forcing it to another overtime. We saw it on Nuke. 22-18 there for Liquid.
This really is the series that we deserve, though. We're getting everything we wanted out of it and more, right? Double OT in the first map, Liquid holding on in the second, and maybe even more rounds to be played in Inferno, unless Liquid have their way. Connector, a lead with a quick shot, but it's Vinny to get the upper hand. Still the double orb sits in the hand of Liquid. Fallen in the toilet, they're going to come his way. Crawling up Connector, Fallen. Yet to find a timing, yet to find a peak, but that's a lovely flick to Art. Backing out as well, getting out pretty low, but still standing.
FURIA, they can't afford to have another one of these games slip away from them. K-Serato, this is a lovely bit of real estate down here on B. Oh, but Grim hears the footsteps. Grim needs to save the day again. And once more, Grim might be out of ammo, but he's still turned them away at the doors. Oh, beautiful.
He's really come alive here at the later stages of this map.
He's been so important, man. He was like the guy, the driving force to get them to OT, and now he wins them the first round in OT. Grimothy. Grimothy, 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 you cheeky little devil. Look at that. Might suck at chess, but my god, is he knighted in the server. Like, look at this.
Even the dink as well, like one bullet, hits it in the face, finishes the job. Does not get much better than that. Liquid, one on the board, 3 to go here in overtime. Junior's looked really good. Oh, a lot on his plate though, especially with Art already picked out of the round. That's Fallen again, back in with an early kill in middle. He's been so good at that. K-Serato will respond down in B. And crawling up the connector, Stewie still holds short. Oh, that's a nice shot, man. K-Serato. He's on one right now, 2 kills in the round. Setting FURIA up for the B explosion. They're walking out right now with a flash nav. Oh, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to hide on this pillar, but they haven't seen him yet. Peeking out into the orb, and that should be FURIA here to close.
To save some weapons here, looking to do some damage here on the T side. Leash as well, that not gonna have the best of money. So you're in potential rebuy territory, not getting everything, especially if you do manage to get a kill on the AWP. Only really one that's in dangerous territory on Liquid side is Leash. Yeah, a lot of focus on this B-bomb site as of late. I can see it. Stewie, great series so far. He's been doing a good job on that A-bomb side as well. I'm trying to avoid him. Last round of the first overtime. And it's been even throughout 8-7s. We can see here who takes the lead heading into the second one. Double up setup still on Fallen and Stewie. Bit of nades being thrown up in mid, but nothing really being done with it. They do spot Stewie jumping over here. Oh, and the Moldy fades. Bit of a poor timing there from Stewie, hoping that he's going to get on the other side before it goes away. I think now we're looking for Liquid to be a little bit more aggressive, if anything.
K-Serato's still looking for those B picks. Liquid, they want the info, but they also don't want to give up any more advantages, forcing FURIA to commit. K-Serato, he's selling this fake so hard right now. There's only one man here at B. That might have to call for help. Ooh, K-Serato getting out alive with 2 health. He set his team up as they walk in towards A Fallen. How long will he remain here? AWP jumping, spotting, seeing nothing. They're getting closer. He's going to play the smoke on top of the site. Oh, the flick not there. Junior is quicker, and FURIA are running amok.
Naf and Elige have this very unlikely 2v5 retake to try and embark on. K-Serato is even late lurking through B. That does mean, like, temporarily there's a 2-on-4 in this site now. You know, that's not incredible odds still, but you know, maybe you can try and get something done. Oh, Elige just runs in, kind of throws caution to the wind. Naf's doing the same, and he's getting stabbed, so it's gone well for him. Man. All right, FURIA, 17 to 16. We saw them do this back on Nuke, right? And then we had another little kind of mini streak together from Liquid to pull it into a second overtime. There, Liquid were able to close it out.
Flawless.
Yeah, not even getting around in that second OT on the FURIA side.
And as we go into what could be the decisive OT, just another little tip for Twitch chat. If a player makes a good play, why not type their name into chat to show everyone else you saw what they saw as well?
Wow. They just keep getting more and more complex.
Yeah, you know, there is a art to that. I mean, because you have to look at the screen. The information has to go into your brain, so we're already elevating it to levels not typical. And then you have to accurately interpret it and then type out the player's name, spell it correctly, or you just look silly.
And actually, what's like really cool is if you know them on a first name basis.
Definitely
you
use
type that. That's, yeah. Now, look at this, right? Stewie leading the charge, but Yuri with a bit of a response. And ooh, tucked in at the barrels. Yuri is having his grim moment.
Yep, he certainly is. And so you might want to type his name in the chat when this round ends.
Who gets your type? Would it be K-Serato or would it be Yuri? Yuri got 3,
I think you have to type
2.
Yuri for that one, don't you, really? I mean, you know, you probably... you might get confused and type, like, Yuriato, you know, but, like, bit of a nightmare. But, you know, sounds like a type of coffee. But anyway... mate,
I love
where the secret ingredient is urine. Don't order one of them. But yeah, you know, might want to type that in chat. I'd go with Yuri. If I was typing in chat right now, I'd type Yuri for sure.
That would be like the Extremum coffee business, wouldn't it? Extremum Yuri latte or whatever you say.
Yeah, Yuriato.
Yeah, and then it just says the secret ingredient is piss.
Yeah. Full of nitrates.
Junior, here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Look at him. Look at that hair. So damn curly. But it's him looking to curl the toes of Team Liquid fans right now.
The old Chester's shoes.
Vinny waiting down here at the short side with Grim. You know, Grim's giving us some big moments here. He's waiting patiently. No one can deny that he's patient. But will he get rewarded for this virtue? Still waiting. It's a standoff and... oh, Grim! Come on! You waited all round! There it is! Vinny's caught moving back into the B site. K Serato aggresses down short A, and he gets a bounty of information on that push. He saw like 3 players. They knew about Grim and Con as well. So now Liquid with this con control, they're going to split down into the B bomb site. Yuri again has got to be the man to step up. Here he is, waiting a monster in with the first, but it's the trade found by Liquid, leaving them in the 2-on-2 with the bomb now getting planted. And that push from K Serato means that Junior has got to do the heavy lifting.
May have curly hair, but he's got to be a straight shooter in this one. Coming through this smoke, waiting on the fade, and oh, the missed shot, so close, but yet so far. It's Grim to close, and Liquid 1 out of a double OT within reach.
Yeah, we're getting another nail biter here for the first overtime. Can they do it? Double up again here on Furia. No nades though on Art, just a smoke. We are going back to the A default though for Liquid. TP on Fallen as well. He's up in that mid area. This is what I was talking about before. Look at how cocky that you have to be if you're Fury here, or even how much faith you have in Junior, allowing him to just be anchoring this A bomb site by himself for a while. He's getting some backup now though.
Oh, is this the beginning of the end? Is this the beginning of Inferno? It is if Junior has his way. Quick shot with the AWP, finds a Liege.
And Liquid do not want to go there. I'll tell you that for free right now. Actually, not technically for free, as I am being paid to talk, but I won't invoice
you guys are getting paid?
That sentence I just said.
What the fuck?
I won't add it as additional costs.
No, I think it would add up there if you charge on a words basis, like pay per word.
I talk the least, but I seem to upset people the most. I don't know what that does to the whole word per minute theorem.
It's the words you say, Richard. It's how you say them, not how often you speak.
It is indeed.
Through Monster, here they go. Oh, Fury just looked away. They're running, and they've got the entrance. Oh, what a spray. That's beautiful.
Again.
Helped out by Naf, but even so, Liquid man up with the bomb plant. Furia on for the retake. Double OT around the corner.
Does feel inevitable now, unless
this would be your one historical event randomly
if Liquid
repeating
wins this
itself.
round, what should chat type? Help them out.
Yeah, I know. Well, right now, it looks like they just want to type OT. That's another thing you can do with your Twitch chat. Type the thing that happens. The phase of play we're about to enter.
Oh.
And that is OT. Maybe even put 2 OT. Go nuts. Jaw fingers.
Thanks for clarifying.
I think we should do like a new segment, right, where instead of Richard being allied with Twitch chat, it should be like the roast both ways, right? Like they get to try roast him, Richard gets to roast them.
Oh no,
That's a fair fight.
That's what Twitter's for.
Yeah.
Get the best of both worlds there. Richard's active everywhere.
That's true. I mean, Richard's like waging a war on all fronts, right? He's got the Snapchat open. He's like sending some.
Yeah. What am I sending, Harry? On Snapchat? What am I sending?
Nothing. Nothing.
No. Yeah.
You know, adult, X-rated, but you know, like nice and
supportive
just savage
words.
put downs, really.
Yeah, I do that.
Do.
Another thing you might want to do in Twitch chat is create a nickname for your player for when they're good and for when they're bad. And it's and this is really complex. This is like high-level Twitch chat. This stuff. You know, so for example, if Art misses a shot, you might want to type in chat, and this is just a suggestion. You might want to type fart. I don't know why. I don't think there's anything inherently bad about
and
farts,
then if he's being good, then would you say smart?
You just actually, smart.
Wow.
Wow, I'm learning here. Okay.
Yeah. So
we started with Grim, right? Grim job. Is that the good or the bad?
If the giving and receiving makes a big difference on that, I will say. I will. I mean, you know, maybe not actually. Yeah, it's a preference thing, I would say, Robin.
Yeah, it's personal.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's, you know.
Grimjob means what it means to you, you know, like, and that's something we can all get behind. Junior, speaking of, this, holding down this site. Yes, Junior. No, Junior. Come on, Junior. They're in the site. They're killing his teammates. It's down to a 2-on-2. Yuri wrapped up through Con, but he's arrived a little late to this party. Candles have already been blown out. Cake's getting eaten. Goodie bags are being handed out. Vinny,
What's in the bag, Harry? What's in the bags?
Ooh, I don't know. Just a couple of little napkins for the cake and a toy. And look, oh, Elige, he loves the toy. He does want it all for himself. Yuri, it's a low HP Elige, and the bomb's not planted for him. Yuri's just sticking it. Elige, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. He doesn't go. And so Yuri takes the cake.
Man, I hate the truck plants. I feel like you never see anyone win the truck plant in those clutch situations from dumpster or from bank, right? If it's next to truck, sure, you can pick it from bank. You can, if it's on the other side, you can pick it from dumpster. But right in the middle, it is a safe plant, right? You can't really get stopped doing it. But Vinny with a late walk up from CT is really the surprise that catches Liquid off guard. And Elige doesn't want to, you know, run out on low health only to be fooled by a fake. 1918. Double orb again.
Great year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Was
I
it?
was loving the 1918s.
Just the one 18, actually.
Yeah, but it felt like two if you were there at the time. It felt like a double year. Junior, holding on to middle. Waiting. Here he... Oh, no, Junior, you're always so close to being right. You're always just right there. You know, you actually have nailed it. And now he proceeds to unnail it. Junior, like a guy who's just circled all C on his tests, when in reality it was all Ds. Just missing the mark. Art, however, has nailed the opener. There's more where that came from. They're already close to him. So dancing around the site is Art with the orb. This might be a big, smart play, but Elige is going to take his head off. Yuri still keeping this up for grabs. He's dropped that bomb in the open. Nafly is now being asked to clutch and wrapping around, drawing his attention away. Getting shot in the side. Yuri locks it in.
Back-to-back as well. Big rounds for Furia, right? Money certainly not going to be a problem on the CT side. It can be in those 10k MR3 bouts. Lose first couple, next thing you know, you're forcing MP9s and shotguns. Furia don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Cat's out the bag.
Schrodinger's cat is out the bag, and he is very angry at being locked in there in the first place. You have to wonder what quantum reality you would need to be in where Team Liquid are already celebrating a win. Certainly possible.
Not this one.
But it definitely isn't this one, is it?
Yeah, getting that CT side man with all the money on Overpass can just be a lifesaver. Furia needed it. Couldn't quite close in reg. Now just the one orb. Art's got a rifle. Not a problem.
Another recommendation for Twitch chat, you know, because we like to support people. If Junior hits a good shot, why not type senior in chat?
Oh.
Haven't seen a lot of that.
Wouldn't that be when he's not having a good game?
Yeah,
No,
you can say he's had a senior moment. He shit the bed.
I suppose. I mean, I always thought senior just meant older than junior's the younger party. That's what I was going for there. But I mean, obviously, if you associate
Yeah, but on CS
senior
terms, you tend to call, you know, the senior. You know, if you're old, you tend to miss shots, right? You're a bit of a boomer.
Okay, well, right. If he's having a bad game, I've owned it. Just in reverse, haven't I? So I don't try to see it. Not that I would encourage you. Now that's written, isn't it? Now that's the thing, isn't it? So that wasn't what I wanted, but that is now
The
a
poor
thing.
guy.
Yeah, sorry.
Instead.
Sorry,
Oh,
Junior,
poor
mate.
Fallen.
I was trying.
Just trying to pick the guy up.
Yep.
And he has had a great round as well, of course.
Okay, here's another one. If Vinny has a good round, you could type Winnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Not a strong enough take for that one in the room. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. That one's gone down like a fart in an elevator. Referencing art, referencing the earlier one. That chat.
Oh. Nah, sorry, Naf. Yeah, man. Good as you are. I just
Go on,
wasn't really
senior.
feeling it there.
Great job.
Flawless half of Fury. Does not get much better than that. Great stuff here. One more round ought to do it. We've seen flawless OTs already in this series before, but let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Liquid have a full buy. They've got that double AWP available. Stewie was running an AWP down on B in some of the CT rounds towards the end, so he's going to do that once again, falling with the mid play, or long rather. But yeah, Junior just hit 30 kills off that round. Stewie's just above it. Caserato's been there for days.
Yeah. Looking like the new KF we saw, right? We swap and then all of a sudden it's easier on the CT side. What happened with Liquid as well? We expect them now, or rather, if they want to stay in this game, to get also 3 rounds on their CT side. I think that's a tough ask though. Liquid also sticks with the double AWP setup.
Oh, Fallen is waiting for a peak that, just as he's gone off the angle, has the highest likelihood of arriving. It's a bit of a typical situation to find yourself in. Are we really about to get ourselves a FURIA full sweep in the second OT? Bit of revenge for Nuke. Grim does not want to let it happen, but he might not be left with much of a choice. He's lost Stewie back in the site. However, Elige is wrapping these short players. Him and Naf going to deal with them. It's just Junior now, out through Monster and dead to Fallen. Smoke shot, wall bang, headshot. He's done it all with that one bullet there. And so Liquid, they at least don't have a flawless run up against them. They still need to get 2 more in a row to lock in a 3rd overtime.
On the second map of the first series. We had a bit of a barn burner yesterday. We had 6 maps. Rare case. We've had a lot of 2-0s, especially in the earlier phases. But right now, it's looking like a long one.
There's a real war going on right now as well about whether or not Senior is good or bad. We've certainly put a cat among the pigeons with that one.
You could argue either way.
Exactly. They will be arguing either way. Maybe years to come. Another one, Ellie
Great
Giggle.
debate.
If he does something bad, kind of feel that combines 2 things. An existing Twitch chat reference and a sort of a new one for Elige.
Oh, what? Yuri full blind does not matter. Just pops falling out the round. Elige aggressive, has to make a play. He knows his flash is coming in behind the smoke, so he does get blinded. Shooting through is all Vinny wanted to fire back, and this could be it for Liquid. Inferno is just round the corner. Furia taking that A site. Naf, he has to be a hero right now. Oh dear, dead to Junior. 2 on 5. Furia, how could you lose this? It only took him 2 OTs. That's the bomb.
Yeah, that is the bomb.
Oh,
go back for more. Yes. No, dead. And now Caserado again with the B wrap. This guy has just been constantly doing this on the A takes, and this time it's to secure the victory for Furia. This means we're going to a 3rd. We've already had 2 double overtime maps in this series, and so you know that 3rd map is going to be a belter. Stick around because you don't want to miss it.